So I made a decision on the replacement for the Evo 9. And I did think about it a lot. I watched a million videos. I talked to all my friends, weighed all the options and this and that. But ultimately, to me, it was just such a gut punch to lose a car like that just before I was going to do like major testing on it. Some of you guys that know me already know what I end up getting, but for the rest of you, let's check it out. That's right, another 9. Come on, you guys didn't really think that I was gonna get an FRS or something like that, right? You know, losing the other 9 like that was just such a gut punch. Like I said, it just really felt like unfinished business. Okay, and although I was extremely bummed out, I did honestly consider all those other options. Okay, I really did. I looked at all of them, went and browsed and things like that, and talked to a bunch of people, but ultimately it just had to be another 9. This is in obviously Evo 906, all right, an MR SE. I didn't know there was such a thing, but I guess the only thing that really changes if you get an MR with the SE package is the color of the BBS wheels. Then you get the SE lip. As far as I understand, those are the only differences, because SE and MR kind of share the same stuff, has the same interior, the headlights, and all those kind of things. So this car, actually I saw it at one of my friend's shops, at Marlon's shop. Shout out to Marlon. It was just sitting there, I don't know, for 4 years. So the way you guys see the car here, I know there's a lot of shadowing here. It's always super sunny in Florida, so it's kind of hard to get a golden hour for filming here. But the way you guys see it was the way the car just sat there. Okay, and I just happened to ask the right questions at the right time, and I was able to get a really good deal on this car. So it is a fixer-upper. It does have some issues, okay, but it has some really good bones. The exterior is trashed. I don't know if this is all gonna come through. Obviously super dirty. Okay, this paint is just gone. So I'm not really sure how much of this is gonna wash off. Okay, and there's a lot of things, a lot of scratches and things like that. If you look down the side of the car, it's hard to see here, but there's a lot of stuff like this, a lot of scratches. So the exterior is trashed. Okay, the interior, although dirty, it's not super dirty, but it is dirty. Other than that, it's in really good condition. Okay, this car only has 31,000 miles. I bought it from the original owner. It's a clean title car. It's a Florida car, so the rust that you see is just from literally just sitting in the same spot for like 4 years. Now, as far as what is done to this car, it looks stock, but it is lowered. It does have some BC coilovers. Okay, so those are gonna go. Okay, so it has a Buescher 2-liter long block. I think it's Buescher short, bottom end, and yeah, long block, the Buescher head and block. It has a ETS, an old school ETS. I think it's like a T3 or something like that. ETS turbo kit with some big ass turbo. I'm not really sure what clutch it has. Some of this cobwebs everywhere. Obviously has the intercooler piping, tiny battery, which I did recharge. It's got a big fuel system, dual pumper, 21cc injectors, yada yada yada. Big ass intercooler. What else? I think the tranny was gone through. I'm not really sure if the transfer case was gone through. Okay, and then it has some kind of cap back, and that's pretty much as much as I know. Okay, it is on a stock ECU though. First things first, this thing is gonna have to get a thorough washing. I just refuse to put this even in anywhere near my garage. There's all kinds of like little critters going around the car and everything like that. So yeah, hopefully I have better luck with this one. My wife is not happy, so shout out to my wife. Sorry, babe. She was not happy that I got another Evo. She's done with the Evos. But I really felt like I had unfinished business. And guys, the way that car handled and it felt, the steering feel, and it was just amazing. Okay. So I don't think that I'm gonna do like a kind of like an episode build like I was doing on that, because honestly a lot of people weren't looking at those. And I'm kind of have to do some of the same things that I did on that car to this car, so it may be repetitive. But I mean, if you guys want to see me go through every single thing with this, you guys let me know down in the comments if you guys would like to see that. It's just a ton of work and it makes the process much longer. Okay, so now to some of the issues. So the car does run, but it does have some kind of issue where apparently the engine overheated. I'm not really sure how bad. The engine overheated, and it appears to me that it overheated because there's a hole in the radiator. I tried to put water in it. It is completely empty. I tried to put water in it and it just pours right out. So probably that's why it overheated. I don't know how bad it overheated, so I may have to do a head job on this if the head is warped or something like that. So first things after I wash it is going to be doing a compression test, leak down tests. If those two check out, I'll probably still pressurize the coolant system and go from there. But I'm fully expecting to have to take the head out. Okay. And if I do that, I may swap out the cams. I'm not sure what cams are in here, but it's probably some big ass cams for a big ass turbo. So right off the bat, we need a radiator. Okay. We're gonna change the fuel system. We're gonna update the catch can setup. We're gonna get rid of this CDI system. Okay, and then we're gonna change out the turbo. Okay, but I want to get the car running first and then go from there. So how about we just give this thing a quick wash and then get a look and see what it looks like after it's washed. Wow, that was a lot of work. So from here, it looks actually pretty good, but the paint is trashed. There's all these marks. It looks like I don't know what the hell that is, to be honest with you. And there's also a bunch of stuff where it looks like somebody went around and did like paint touch-up and just kind of smeared it with their finger. And it's kind of all over the place. It's pretty bad. And the paint is definitely super contaminated. I didn't like clay it or anything like that. I just washed the crap out of it. So, I mean, you may be able to clay this and polish it and whatever, but all that stuff with all the touch-up paint, it's just not gonna come out. So I don't know, guys, what do you think? I mean, I love my black Evos, right? Black E after all, but yeah, I mean, I think this is either a full paint job or a wrap. This may be a good candidate for a wrap, you know. I mean, from a distance it looks fine, you know. So I don't know, one day maybe if I feel more motivated, I'll clay it, decontaminate it, clay it, and see what it looks like. If it looks okay from a distance like this, I may just leave it, save the money on the wrap. The wing definitely needs to be resprayed or something like that, or if I end up wrapping it, I don't know if this can be salvaged. There's all this stuff sticking up. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it comes off. But the same way that this feels, okay, if you guys see how gritty that is, okay, all the paint in this car feels like that. Like there's nothing smooth. Like I even tried to dry it a little bit with the blower, and like none of the water was sheeting off, like none of it. All right guys, so that's it for today. So I really appreciate your feedback. All right guys, so I'm gonna cut it here. On to the next one guys. I'll see you later. Peace.